Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. This message is for a specific collective. If it doesn't apply, feel free to move on, and you can always come back for the next one. But this message is intended for someone out there who is feeling like they're not moving forward on their divine path, on their goals. They're feeling kind of stuck. And what the divine explained to me was that letting go in order to move forward is necessary. Now, that was a big one for me because I held on tight to past experiences, past hurts, and I was wondering why things weren't moving forward, and that was because I was hanging on. That was keeping me stuck, and that includes people, places, and things. There might be a relationship that you know is not good for you, or a family situation that's not healthy, and as long as you stay focused on these things, you're muddling your ability to get imagery from source, getting information from source. And I ask everybody to bear with me. I'm going through another ascension and it's really kicking my behind. So please forgive me if I stumble on a few words. I don't edit these messages because I want them to come out exactly as they are. So again, please forgive me. And back to the subject of letting go. Again, back to people, places, and things. We all know which things we have to let go of. It's the things that are the hardest. And when we're being prompted to do so, it's like an inner knowing. And part of that inner knowing is teaching us how to hear the voice of the divine so we can be led on the path that's intended for us. So ask yourself, what am I hanging on to? What past emotional experience am I not letting go of? Am I keeping hate in my heart instead of forgiveness? Now, let me clarify that. Forgiveness doesn't mean you forget what was done to you. You just release it to the universe and let the universe, source, God, whomever, take care of it. And that you'll be surprised how much that takes off your shoulders, and it'll clear your mind in order to receive the messages that were intended for you and where the divine is leading you. So you could take a moment and think about that for a second and ask yourself while we're here, what is the divine asking me to let go of? And that voice that you hear in your head that's not your own is what you need to let go of. And a lot of times you're going to fight it. I fought that voice tooth and nail, not wanting to do things. And one of those things was actually making these videos. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be, placed in front of a camera or to speak to many people. But again, this is my divine calling. So, I have to do what I'm being asked to do. And I've noticed since I did follow that prompting, things have been moving forward in my life. Now, the old part of me doesn't like to admit that, but the reality is what it is. Things are moving forward. I'm not looking to be famous. I'm not looking for, followers to follow me for my sake. I'm solely here for the purpose of relaying messages from the divine to those who need to hear them. That's basically what I'm here to do. And speak truth that people are afraid to face, regardless of what the situation is. This is my calling, helping to lead people to source the divine or a higher experience in their life. But I could only do so much. And, your job is to do your part as well. You could take these messages and follow their advice, which it's not my advice. This is advice from the divine, or you could pass it by and wonder why things are still the way they are. So it's all about free will. The divine does not force you to do anything. I'm not here to force you to do anything. This is all about free will. You know within yourself if you have this calling to something higher, to something better, wanting to improve your life and the life of others. If you know you have this mission, you are receiving this message now to explain to you why things may not be moving forward. So it's up to you to figure out what it is inside that you need to let go of. And we all know the answer. We all know the answer. So, you know, just be honest with yourself. It's cool. I mean, you could fight it and, until you decide. But again, the ultimate decision is yours. I hope this message was able to resonate with someone who's struggling today, and anyone else who's ascending and they're feeling extremely exhausted like I am. Hang in, because we're going to get through this too. Together we got this. Thanks for stopping by. Take care.